Hi, I'm Ian and welcome to the channel. Yesterday's video seemed to go down very well on the Leyland Retriever. I've done a bit more today, so I thought I'd show you where I was up to. So here we are with the Leyland Retriever, a little bit more work done. I've painted the wheels. They had a coat of Mr. Finishing Surfacer 1500 black and then olive green, and I've put a matte varnish on them, a Vallejo matte, and you can see it's not really that matte, but I'm going to go with it. It may dry a bit more yet, and by the time they're weathered, hopefully that will be okay. The chassis itself, I've done a bit of detail painting on. You can see here that I've rusted the exhaust a little, and I've used a Vallejo Model Air for that, the orange rust and the rust, and I've just mixed the two together to get a colour that I'm reasonably happy with. I don't think it's quite finished yet, but I've also dry brushed quite a lot of the chassis with rust as well. It's very subtle, and I may do some more on that yet, but it's beginning to come together. The fan has been painted black as well, so that's been done. On top of that, I've made a start on the actual cabin, and I've got these two pieces together really fit really well. And the dashboard is here. That needs some decals on it, so that's come together quite well. I'll need to paint it and varnish it, of course, before I put the decals on. And I've done the floor of the driver's side. Boy, these are small, especially the accelerator pedal right down in the bottom there. But that's gone together quite well. And I've managed not to break anything, which is a bonus. Just a little thought when you're taking things off the sprue. If you're building this model, just be really careful, because the sprue points are really on the edge of some of these very small pieces. And a lot of them, especially the wheels, the sprue points are right on the edge of a very thin piece of plastic, and it's almost impossible not to get tear out. However, if you cut well away, then you've got a chance of getting in there and doing it. So that's what I've started doing now with this particular model. Just make sure that you cut well away from the part, and then work on it once you've got it off the sprue. So there you are. That's it as it stands so far. Oh, I mustn't forget here, these are the parts for the spare wheel. I wonder if I can show you. You can see here that little piece of tear out there. Hopefully you can see that, and that's where the sprue is connected, right on that very thin edge. It's almost impossible to avoid that, unfortunately, but all the parts are in here for the spare wheel. So there's lots of bits to paint now, and then we can start putting it together. So that's as far as I've got with the Leyland Retriever at the moment. Hopefully I'll get a bit more time to do it very soon. And as soon as I do, there'll be an update. Until then, thanks very much for watching. Cheerio.